Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm gonna get right into the video, and this is a video that is dedicated to, I think her name is KimDonesia, and a few of the people were pointing me towards her to look at her videos and see what I have to say about this and about her leaving Islam, her being Muslim first from, I guess, an ex-Mormon background. I've seen a video of her when she was Muslim, and how she left, I guess she left Islam now, but before she was a very good Muslim and she was making videos on YouTube and arguing with people and refuting people, I guess, from what I've seen, doing a lot of good things from what people are saying, and people are very, very upset, and at the same time, it's causing doubts in some people, and you know, just they're upset that they've seen such a person who's been so, you know, proactive in spreading the deen, spreading Islam, and talking to people, and now she is an atheist. So I'll start talking about a little bit of these, about what I think about this, and you know, again, I'm not. If people get upset from at the end of this movie about some of the things that I will say, that's okay. It's not a problem, because I'm not here to call people to myself. I don't think I'm a good person. I don't brag that I'm a good person. I'm actually not, and only God knows my problems. And I ask Him to forgive us and forgive us all and forgive me. I always call to God, and it's not, I don't call people to follow me. So please don't make this about anyone. It's usually I see on YouTube people make it about each other. It's not about ourselves. It's about what is the truth, and about, you know, being able to think. And okay, so about why you left Islam. Now, I don't know that much. People told me about different, you know, ideas and different things. Someone close to you passed away, and then you started thinking, and then you started thinking about hellfire. This is, I guess, from your videos. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal right now related to this video. But I do want to talk about doubts, when you do have doubts. And this is something that's oft repeated. And the doubts, people think that, you know, no one will have doubts. People have doubts. There's companions who came to the Prophet ﷺ and they said, "Oh, Messenger of Allah, if you would know what we're thinking, and you wouldn't even, you know, talk to us. I mean, we would, oh my God." And they said, is it real? Like, is that, you know, and that is a sign of Iman, he said. It's a sign of faith. Yes, people have questions, they'll have doubts. You know, the shaitan will attack the people who are close to him, who are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are close to God. Shaitan will come for those that are working for his deen. And that's why it seems like the sister was really working for it. And shaitan did come for her. And Allah promises in Surah Al-Kabut, at the beginning verses, Surah 29, that He will test the people. Because do you think it's enough that you say that we believe and you will not be tested? Verily we tested those before you, and we'll test you to see which one of you is lying and which one is telling the truth. So be it a test, be it, listen, it's not up to us to decide, it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to look into this. For us, is to worry about passing it. Now, leaving Islam, doubts. Many people have doubts. It's quite normal. It is important. A lot of people leave because of doubts. A lot of people get stronger because of doubts, because they seek the knowledge of answering their questions. Now, my question to Kim is, did she really seek the questions to be answered? Did she go and ask someone of knowledge, right? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells in the Quran, if you don't know, ask the people of knowledge. Did she actually go and try to get these questions answered? Because it seems that the transition from Islam to atheism happened very fast. I might be wrong, but from what I've seen. Now, did she actually go and seek clarification on these matters from people of knowledge? And this is a big problem on YouTube. People go and start talking to each other and arguing, and there's not too many people of knowledge on YouTube. And it's a big problem. A lot of people become Muslim, and the first thing they do, I mean, they became Muslim on YouTube, from YouTube videos, and they're atheists before a Christian or whatever. Then they become Muslim on YouTube, and then they go and start arguing right away. They change their account to, like, I converted to Islam in 2009 or something like that. And then they start arguing with no knowledge of Islam. And then 2 months later, they leave Islam. They say, "Oh, I was a Muslim before, and now I'm not a Muslim. Islam is blah, 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 indoctrination," and so on and so forth. It's a disease on YouTube. It's sickening how many times it's happening, subhanAllah. But I give you an advice to all the people who converted to Islam, all the people who are not grounded in knowledge in Islam. Leave YouTube, man. Go seek knowledge. All the time that you spend on YouTube could be spent in learning knowledge, proper knowledge of your deen. If not, you're risking your deen. It's as simple as that. Leaving Islam. I'll tell you a story. There was a guy, my friend, very, very good friend, one of my best friends, who became Muslim from Christianity. He would pray Fajr in the first line, Fajr, the morning prayer. He would ride his bike for 3 kilometers to come to the morning prayer. And he left Islam. He would tell me, I love the Quran, I love to hear the Taraweeh prayer, I love to hear the recitation, this is the best thing ever, I hope it never stops. And he left Islam. Why? Allah knows best. He started saying that I don't agree with this and that. And I talked to him, I said, bro, you already knew about these things before you entered Islam. We talked about these things. Because why? Well, the thing is that was not the reason. That was an excuse. The real reason was something else. I don't want to talk about it. But that's, there's always some kind of reason. Especially for people who are not seeking clarification. They're just looking for an excuse. They're just looking for an excuse. I had another friend. Allah yahdi man yasha. Allah guides whom He will. I have another friend. From Christian to Muslim, back to Christian, back to Muslim, back to Christian, back to Muslim, to Shia, and then back to Islam. SubhanAllah. I used to go crazy over this guy. I would say, man, I don't know. I don't even know what to do. If he asked me a question, I'll give him the question. But SubhanAllah, he had such a turn and such a journey. And alhamdulillah, now he's very, very strong in Islam. And that is his journey. Allah looked in his heart. He saw something that he was maybe seeking ultimately for truth. He had questions and he would make very, very fast decisions sometimes and just leave. But alhamdulillah, in the end, Allah decided. So what's the difference between the two? Allah knows best. He knows the hearts. You can't get upset over people leaving Islam or get too happy about people coming to Islam. Yes, we get happy, alhamdulillah. We get very happy. But our goal is not numbers. We're not after numbers. We have to remember that. We're after quality. And the quality is not to serve us, it's for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're not doing this work to put our faces here on YouTube and to get views and stuff like that. If we're doing it, let's leave. Forget about it. We're wasting our time. What's the difference? The guy he went to 5 different stages. Back to Islam, back to Christianity, back to here, back to there, became Shia, and back to Islam. Alhamdulillah, even when I was like, I don't even know what to say about it right now. But Allah guides whom He wills. We can't kill ourselves over it. SubhanAllah. Allah did not guide Abu Talib, the Prophet most beloved in that time. So, your doubts. How do you go about my doubts? Look at I had doubts. Everyone has doubts. Whoever says they don't have doubts, SubhanAllah, they must be amazing. They must be, but there's only few people who never had doubts, like the prophets who knew for certainty, and the very, very righteous people, like Abu Bakr, the Sadiqeen, and the righteous people. But all of us are sinners, and sins will cause even more doubts, and questions will cause doubts. And everyone has doubts. I had doubts. What did I do? I went and I asked people. And you know what? With my story is that my doubts and the attacks on me from different people and the things that happen in my life actually strengthened my faith. Because I didn't give up. I didn't say, one day I wake up, oh, I have a doubt. I can't answer this question. Oh, why is there hellfire? I'm going to go to hell. Oh, my parents are not Muslim and they're going to go to hell. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to leave Islam. No. I went and I asked, I went to the sheikh, to the scholar, and I said, what is the hikmah, the wisdom in Islam that some people go to hellfire and some, why, how is the guidance? I asked and I asked and I asked. And there's a difference between asking and questioning. Asking is done from a righteous state of heart and mind. You're asking to clarify. Questioning is done from a person who is evil within inside, and no matter how many answers you give, no matter how much satisfaction you give them, they will ask another question. And another, and another, and another. Because they're not after answers. That's the difference. You have to understand the difference between questioning and asking. Non-Muslims can ask, everyone can ask, but questioning is done only from an evil intention. Because people are not really looking for answers. They're looking just to argue. That's the difference. Now, I'm going to get really, really hard here a bit. Honestly, if you're watching this, I think you're looking for attention. And if you're looking for attention in Islam, that might be one of the causes. And you have to look deep into your heart. How did you feel when you're making YouTube videos? How did you feel when you were there in the spotlight and people were commenting and saying how good you are? How did you feel? If it was something that made you feel really good, it might be a problem. And I think with the videos that I watched right now about you, it seems like you're looking for attention. I'm sorry to say that, but if you're looking for attention, Islam is not the place. I'm sorry, Allah guides whom He wills. Forgive me.